Hello viewers, in today's session we are going to discuss another important problem from domain of functions, and in this session we are going to find out the domain of this function f of x, that is equal to square root of pi by 3 minus sine inverse 3x, right? So here, in order to get the domain of this function, we'll make use of some concept from inverse trigonometric function. And here we'll first consider the range of sine inverse function. So let us start. So now from inverse trigonometric functions, we know that the range of sine inverse theta belongs to this interval, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, where minus pi by 2 and pi by 2 both the numbers are included. And we can also write it as sine inverse theta greater than or equal to minus pi by 2 but less than or equal to pi by 2, and provided this theta belongs to this interval minus 1 to 1, that is theta greater than or equal to minus 1 but less than 1. So this is the information we have from inverse trigonometric functions, right? So here we have a sine inverse 3x, and we have the square root sign. So in order to get the domain of this function, the first condition is that this quantity which is under the square root sign, it must be greater than or equal to 0. That is pi over 3 minus sine inverse 3x should be greater than or equal to 0, or in other words, this quantity must be positive or 0. So now we can also write this inequality as minus sine inverse 3x greater than or equal to minus pi by 3, taking pi by 3 to the right hand side. Now cancelling the negative signs, we have sine inverse 3x less than or equal to pi by 3. So when we cancel these two negative signs, then the direction of the inequality, it gets reversed, right? Okay, so now here we have sine inverse theta greater than or equal to minus pi by 2 but less than or equal to pi by 2. So if we take theta is equal to 3x, then for sine inverse 3x we can now write sine inverse 3x is greater than or equal to minus pi by 2 but less than or equal to pi by 2. So here we have minus pi by 2, and here we have pi by 2. So according to this definition, sine inverse 3x should be greater than or equal to minus pi by 2 but less than or equal to pi by 2. But from this inequality we have sine inverse 3x should be less than or equal to pi by 3. Now pi by 3 is 60 degrees, right? And pi by 3, it lies between minus pi by 2 and pi by 2. So pi by 3, it lies somewhere here, and sine inverse 3x less than or equal to pi by 3 indicates that we have this region, right? Because sine inverse 3x cannot be less than minus pi by 2. That is, the sine inverse 3x cannot go beyond minus pi by 2 to the left of minus pi by 2. And similarly here, sine inverse 3x cannot exceed beyond pi by 3 towards the right of pi by 3. So sine inverse 3x has to lie between minus pi by 2 and pi by 3. So we can now write sine inverse 3x greater than or equal to minus pi by 2 but less than or equal to pi by 3. So now from this inequality, we have to find out the interval for x. So now taking the sign of all these three quantities, that is we can take sign of minus pi by 2, then we have sign of sine inverse 3x, and here we have sine pi by 3. So what we have done here, in order to remove this sine inverse, we have taken the sine of all these three quantities. So here we have sine of minus pi by 2. So sine of minus pi by 2 is minus sine pi by 2, that is minus 1. Sine 90 is 1, and here we have used this result, that is sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. So here we have minus 1, and here from inverse trigonometric functions we have this property, that is sine of sine inverse say theta is equal to theta. So here we have 3x for theta. So this quantity is now simply 3x, and here sine pi by 3. So sine pi by 3 is sine 60 degrees, that is square root of 3 over 2. So now dividing throughout by 3, we have minus 1 over 3, and here we have 3x over 3, and here we have root 3 over 3 times 2. So we can now write minus 1 over 3, here 3 and 3 get cancelled, and here we have root 3 over 6. So x lies between minus 1 over 3 and root 3 over 6, including both these extreme points, right? So the domain of this function is given by x belonging to this interval, that is minus 1 over 3 to root 3 over 6.